Today we're going to be doing a psychic reading on whether TikTok will be banned in the US. I want to start with the US and their intentions for getting TikTok to change ownership. We have the Empress card in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Okay, the Empress in reverse, whenever I see this in political or global readings, this is about a country not being in power. And in this case, in this scenario, the other country is China. The emperor would be the US, the empress would be China, the motherland, and I see this as being in reverse. So they just want to kind of appear like they are the ones in power, they're the ones in charge. It's about me and my talents, my powers, my capabilities, and my skills, and not you. There's a bit of an ego kind of based thing there. I have the Two of Swords here also. The Two of Swords can represent someone. Oh, okay. This is someone not being questioned. So in the Wall Street Journal article, again, I'll link it below, they mentioned that part of the reason why they're making this change, or they're deciding to push for this, is because of the Republican Party and how they don't like, they're getting pressured essentially to make a difference or to do something differently about how they're managing TikTok. So this is the US government saying, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want people to think that I'm not handling things. I want to appear like I have it all, like everything's smooth flowing, and that I have the power. Okay? They don't actually intend to follow through. They just want to make peace, because the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is lack of follow through. The Two of Wands is here. I see this as like two paths, two parties moving forward, but they're moving forward and they have a plan together. So I kind of see it as also clearing the pathway. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is something from the past, but this is also putting out a flame. They just don't want to be questioned. They don't want to be trapped anymore. They don't want public opinion to kind of embarrass them. They don't want to feel powerless. So this is literally the US government just being like, okay, we just don't want to be embarrassed. And okay, so what about TikTok's side in all of this? What are they planning to or not planning to do? The Devil card reverse, not walking away, Eight of Cups reverse, and then self-sabotage, Ten of Swords in reverse. The TikTok does not want to be controlled, basically speaking. They don't want to walk away from the situation without a fight. They do not want to walk away and appear powerless either. Okay, so we kind of know what the feelings and intentions are essentially behind all this. What is TikTok planning on doing as of this moment? I know a little bit of it, again, based on the article, just read it. But I'm just curious to see what they're planning on doing. The one thing that I'm noticing so far is I would see shares or ownership as money in this reading, and I'm so far not seeing any exchanges of money so far. Okay, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is again fighting for what they believe in. They're not worried, they're not scared. They are going to fight for what they want or what they believe is right for them. All right, so what else do we see here? Okay, so what is the US going to do in response to this? Because clearly TikTok is not going to do anything. The Page of Swords is in reverse. The King of Pentacles is here. And then we have the Tower card. The Tower card is about avoiding a disaster. The Page of Swords in reverse is about not wanting to fight or not wanting to fight, not wanting to engage. The King of Pentacles is about keeping things stable and constant. It's also about money. So I wonder if there's just going to be some form of like now we're seeing the money, right? I'm not seeing this as, hold on, let me actually ask for some more. What's the US government planning to do here? Four of Swords is a failure. Seven of Swords is winning at all costs. And Page of Wands in reverse is someone not speaking their truth. We may Okay, we may not know exactly what's going to happen because I definitely feel they're going to pull some PR stunt to show that things are great. We know we reached a deal or something, you know. They're going to make it look a certain way, but it's not actually going to be like that. Okay, so with the Four of Swords in here, again, this is a failure. So I just don't see the US actually being able to get what they want. They're not going to be happy with the, like, they're not going to get what they want. Okay, basically. But there's also a lie here that's already starting. So with what I was saying earlier, this is definitely keeping things stable. This may also be about the owner of TikTok, or the founder, one of the founders, the owners. I think his name is Shou Chu. I just see this as keeping things stable. So this is like the same owner. I'm not seeing a change though. You feel me? Like, I'm seeing things like, I don't want to fight, we don't want to engage and all that, but we're also not making any changes. Okay, so I do feel like we are going to see some form of change. But the way I see this, okay, is we're going to see a change in the owners or the share owners, but it's like just a name. So is it a figurehead? I think that's the term for it. So there might be something like that behind the scenes, or maybe that is what we'll see in public, which is like, oh yeah, they actually agreed to what the US government wanted, but in private, it's like not happening at all. Okay. Yeah, because again, there's something about I'm not going to go through with it. I'm detaching myself from the situation though, and I'm going to go about this in a smarter way. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm not going to fight this. This may also be misdirection. So it may also be that we are going to just kind of not hear about this as much. So it's like, you know, the news just broke out. So there may be something like a smokescreen, like where we're just going to hear about other things and this is going to be buried in the news. Like, yeah, people are still questioning. But just like how in the Trump administration, people were asking about it and people were panicking for a while, and then suddenly it was like, all right, we're just over it. That's what I see happening. And I feel like there are still going to be things happening behind the scenes, but it's just that, behind the scenes. I feel like most of this is really like because they wanted to appease the naysayers, is how I wanted to say it. Like they wanted to appease the Republican Party, I believe. Okay. I think my question now is like, what did they really want out of this situation? I do feel like the US government is speaking the truth in a sense that they are a little bit afraid of how things are progressing because they see TikTok as this force, you know, force of nature is what I just heard. So I do feel like there's a part of them that's like, okay, you know, yeah, we can just blame it on like other people telling us to do something about this for national security. But also, I don't like that it's advancing so much. So some control would be nice. Like it's not that they had one intention or the other on purpose. They're just kind of combining intentions and seeing what works for them. And currently this is what's working for them, which is why we're seeing it. But when it doesn't work for them anymore, then it's not really something they're going to push through. So is the US going to ban TikTok at all? Okay. So I see this more as the fighting energy. This is someone who's confident, someone who gets what they want. Business also. The Queen of Cups is more so, well, this is appearing as a detached entity, but this is also someone that is a nurturing attachment. So I see this more as the US. I see this more as TikTok. And I feel like, okay, but who's getting what they want? They're both getting what they want. That's what I heard. They're both getting what they want. They don't actually care. Like, that's the thing. They don't actually care about this. Like, I'm not, okay. Okay, yeah. They don't actually care about all this. It's kind of just to appease some people. That's literally it. Because this is about breaking tradition, breaking commitments with certain people. And this is also people that are non-traditional. So they are appearing to be a little bit more skewed towards the Democrats, possibly. I don't know if if I'm explaining it right, but basically they just wanted to even the scales a little bit. I don't think they actually cared. So that's why there is going to be some form of move where, there might be a switcheroo thing where we see someone else being in charge, but they're not actually in charge. But that's about it. What else do we see for the future of TikTok? So just any other things that we're seeing for TikTok. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, and then we have the past. I just feel like there are going to be, we're going back to the past. That's how I see this. There are some things that TikTok wanted to do in terms of just the algorithm itself and the app itself wanting to expand, and they're not seeing results. It's not bringing results, so they're going to go back to how things were in the past. The Moon. This is about honesty. I also see this as vulnerability. And the Nine of Wands, which is someone being guarded, defensive, walking on eggshells, and then we have the Hermit here. So I also see this as walking away from something that is overcomplicated. So I think that TikTok felt that they overcomplicated things a little bit, and they might be walking back from that with the Hermit card. This is resembling peace and wanting to go back to that sense of peace. I also see this as vulnerability. So you may see a focus on I see it as emotional videos, tearjerker videos, things that demonstrate vulnerability in videos. There's something about emotions. We're wanting to go back to the feel good stuff, that's how I see this, at least in the moment. And they're walking away from, this is a maze. So they're walking away from things that complicate. So I feel like something about the app potentially, or just TikTok in general, is going to feel a little bit less cluttered or more simple to use. Temperance is in reverse, which is arrogance, impatience, but it's also two people or two situations not getting along. Hanged Man is in reverse, not letting go, not sacrificing something. The Two of Pentacles, they're not sacrificing. This is a business exchange between two people. So I do see this as they're saying they're not going to sacrifice things. Is there something I don't understand this, and you guys can comment about something if you know this. And essentially what I'm seeing here is a partnership between TikTok and something else. So I don't know if this is a partnership between TikTok and something else, or there's something direct communication, because it's always two, right? But they're not letting go of that, whatever this is. They're not going to give up on it. I don't know enough about the app itself to actually explain it. But the way I feel about it is if I'm not going to let go of a partnership with someone, or if I'm not going to let go of a feature that involves direct communication, meeting people directly. I don't know what that means. A search bar? Is that what it is? Because there's something about direct interactions. So interactions that are one-on-one that they're not going to let go of. Why is this so important then? You guys might not like this. Is there also something about the editing app that we don't like and they're not going to change it? I don't know. I'm just kind of trying it out and see what I'm getting. But there's something, I also feel like it's partially about the money, and I know some people were counting on it being monetized, I think. I don't feel like that's going to go the way we want. Oh, that may make sense. Some people are going to be really impatient and frustrated about this money thing, but I just don't see them being open to an even and equal agreement. I just don't see them being fair when it comes to this. That's how I see this. I don't feel like people are going to get the money that they want from TikTok. That's how I see that. And also there's something else. I don't know what it is. I'm seeing the editor, but I'm also seeing the column. Is it the friends portion? So the one that looks like Be Real now, there's something about like the now, or is it Be Real? It may be that because it's an exchange, right? I see your picture, you exchange it with a picture. I don't think they're going to let go of it, but there's something that they're simplifying. Yeah, there's something that they're changing already. They are going to change things legally, and something about community guidelines will be changing. They're also going to be more direct in terms of some guidelines, which is, I feel like that's going to be one of their ways to circumvent the policies that the US is coming up with. But most of all, I feel like there is definitely something about equality. Why do I want to say it that way? They're changing something about the way that we message. Maybe it's just notifications. We'll see what comes up. That's actually it for this reading. If you have any other ideas as to what you would like me to do a reading on, definitely comment below. If you have any insights, theories, comments, questions, comment it below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please do so via mediumisabella.com. The link is in my description box. By the way, my friends, if you want to save $10 off your reading, check out the coupon code in the description box below. And I would love it if you guys like, subscribed, and shared this video. It really helps the channel. That's it. Okay, stay beautiful and amazing. Okay, bye.